Hello, I'm Ryan Haslam with your SCV NewsBreak for Monday, October 21st. A mailbox thief is caught on surveillance tape in Sand Canyon. Brian Reynolds says on Thursday he placed hundreds of dollars worth of work that was meant to be sent to his clients in his mailbox. When he returned from some midday errands, the mailbox flag was still up and the contents were gone. The thief was caught on tape pulling up in a silver sedan, emptying out the mailbox and driving away. Reynolds says he reported the crime and turned over the evidence to the sheriff's station, but he also wants others to be more careful after learning about several burglaries that have happened in this neighborhood over the past few months. Well, the candidates for the Saugus Union School District's governing board discussed the challenges facing the district Sunday during a taped forum with KHTS, SCV TV, COC's Cougar News, and the Signal Multimedia. 4 of the 5 candidates running for a seat on the board were asked questions about school site security, charter schools, and the removal of Stephen Winkler from the office earlier this year. The candidates also took an opportunity to ask each other a question which the candidates were not told about ahead of time. Their questions and answers might surprise you. The hour-long forum is available online now at scvtv.com and will be televised Saturday and Sunday evening at 8 o'clock. Coming up after the break, time is running out. How you can help one local elementary school win a $30,000 cafeteria makeover with just a click of your mouse.
SCV NewsBreak is brought to you by Action Family Counseling.
My relationships were affected by my addiction in ways that are almost hard to describe. I lost that trust and that sense of intimacy that you have with your family.
Everyone says that, oh, it's just a plant, like you can't get addicted to it, but like really, it is addictive. If you're doing it all day, like every day, it's just like that's all your life consists of is smoking weed, like then it's addictive.
Think your son is, you'll never know, because it is hard to hide, but if you try hard enough, you can conceal it. There's no face to addiction. Like your next door neighbor could be an addict and you have no idea.
The people we deal with are great people. They're just making bad choices. So if we can help people make better choices, everybody wins.
And I love you very, very much.
More than 130 original pieces of art were put on display at the 29th Annual Art Classic this weekend at Hart Hall. The event was hosted by the Santa Clarita Artist Association. It featured a gala event Saturday night and free public viewing on Sunday.
We are very proud of our scholarship program. We give a $1,000 and a $500 scholarship to a graduating senior, high school senior, who is pursuing art as a career.
Nearly 80 local artists submitted their work to be judged in the competition.
I won a second place in the photography, digital arts, and graphics category. And this is a straight photograph from a barbershop in the city of Scottsdale.
I did this painting in Cornwall, England. That's the southwestern part of England, on location. It did get a first place watercolor division, and I'm thrilled because the competition in this category this year was unbelievable.
Leona Cox Community School in Canyon Country is in the running for a $30,000 cafeteria makeover. That's thanks to first grade teacher Melanie Elder and her 8-year-old daughter Peyton. The pair entered Uncle Ben's Rice Beginners Cooking Contest earlier this month, and they're asking for your votes to help them win. They named their video entry Beef and Broccoli Shout Out. Melanie and Peyton make beef and broccoli over rice together to demonstrate healthy eating and the importance of cooking as a family. They've already started thinking about what they could do in the school cafeteria with $30 grand. If they win, the Elder family will also get $15,000 themselves. Melanie says they'll use some of that money for horseback riding lessons for Peyton. For a link to vote for their video, log on to scvnews.com or hometownstation.com. Dave Caldwell is here now to share some high school football highlights from this weekend. Dave?
Thanks, Ryan. Well, things are starting to get very interesting in Foothill League football as we have 3 games left and still so much can happen. Friday night here on SCV TV, West Ranch took on Valencia at Dr. Paul Priest Stadium in a game that went decidedly one way from the beginning. 3 of Valencia quarterback Jake Wallace's first 4 passes went for touchdowns, with the first a 23-yarder to Malik Townsend, the second a 55-yarder to Nick Jones for his team-high 8th TD catch of the season, and the third a 67-yarder to Townsend again, who finished with 10 receptions, 162 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Wallace was 24 of 34 for 398 yards and 4 touchdowns. West Ranch could not get anything going, rushing for just 7 yards on the night, with 5 Valencia sacks helping to account for the low number. Over at Cougar Stadium, the Hart Indians took on the Golden Valley Grizzlies without their most potent player as Connor Wingenroth sat out for the second week in a row with the separated shoulder. Brady White got things going for the Indians, scrambling from 22 yards out for his 4th rushing touchdown in as many games. Special teams got in on the Indians' act as well, blocking this Brandon Flores punt. White would later connect with Wes Fitzpatrick for a touchdown. Then it was the defense's turn as Grizzly quarterback Robert Phillips is sacked by Cody Shoemaker. Ball comes out, and David Russon falls on it for one of his 2 touchdowns on the night. Phillips came back in the second quarter for Golden Valley, showing off the touch in the flat to Jacob Ortiz for the 12-yard score. But it was the Indians' night as they stay undefeated and number 1 in the division with the win. Canyon escaped with a 23-20 win over Saugus when Caleb Vanderhorst's 29-yard field goal sailed wide right. Ryan, that's our look at sports.
All right, thanks, Dave. There's going to be a whole lot of music in Valencia this weekend as thousands of high school students and their families are expected at one of the biggest marching band competitions in the state. The Hart High School Band and Color Guard will be hosting more than 30 high schools at Rampage. That's their annual all-day marching band tournament this weekend in Santa Clarita. This year marks the 30th anniversary of Rampage. The competition begins at 10 a.m. Saturday at Cougar Stadium at College of the Canyons. Admission is $10 for adults, $8 for seniors and students, and free for children under 5. Now for your weather. 87 degrees for the daytime high in Santa Clarita to start off the work week. We should see slightly cooler temperatures in the area as the week progresses. Some cloud cover is expected overhead in the SCV Tuesday, but after that, lots of sunshine with highs in the upper 70s and low 80s for the remainder of the week. That's all we have for you tonight. For more Santa Clarita news, log on to hometownstation.com or scvnews.com. Thank you for watching. I'm Ryan Haslam.
SCV Newsbreak is brought to you by Action Family Counseling.